lights. Good morning. Ooh. Let's see. Much better. See? Learn a little lighting here and there. Takes you really far, kids. Okay, let's make sure all of our lights are plugged in. Everybody has a power source. Everybody's happy. Everybody, there we go. Everybody's happy now. Okay. Oh my gosh, if you could see the cords. Okay, good morning. Today we're having a little bit of a, just kind of right now, clean and clean and hang. We're not gonna do any baking proper right now. We are gonna bake today, but there's some components that we need for our pastry adventure today. And so I figured, well, okay, so what happened was I went live yesterday after work. I usually like to go live early in the morning, like now, before work, because my brain is way more engaged and way better at creativity and multitasking in the morning versus in the afternoon. That's just how I work. That's why I love starting work early. I'm an early bird. Meow meow. And so, but yesterday I was very low energy in the morning. It's just that time of the month. And so I let myself rest, and then I worked, and then I logged onto work. I logged onto live. Good morning, where's your baba? Let me see your baba. I logged onto the live after work yesterday, and it was cute. It was fun. We worked on. Ooh, I'm falling apart over here. We worked on the chocolate chia brownie bites, but I keep adapting recipes for different scales and different molds and different things, different ingredients. And I didn't realize till after I pulled them out of the oven that I had forgotten to add the mini chocolate chips last night. So it's okay. I ended up, while they were still warm, I just kind of like shoved a milk chocolate chip into each of them. Just because they're like healthy treats, but they still need, like, I still want them to be fun. I still want them to be like a little sweet in the mouth. And these were like just pure health. They were too healthy. But anyways, it's okay. We learn, we live and we learn and we process. So what I figured was for today, on this week's content schedule, what we have scheduled for today is raspberry pistachio glow hearts. There's a few things that I make from scratch for it. And so I figured what we could focus on this morning is making the components that I don't have already made in hand. And then I'll go to work. And then at lunch, for my lunch break, what I'll do is come back live, and then we'll do the actual baking like around noon instead of the end of the day when my brain is dead. So for now, we need to make the pistachio paste because I ran out of pistachio paste. Let's see, what else? Date paste. We have date paste. I'm pretty sure this is more than 47 grams. But yeah, that's more than enough. So we have fresh date paste still that we can use. Date paste, plant protein, chia seeds, baking powder, sea salt, honey, cardamom, almond extract, raspberry glaze, 15 grams. And we have some raspberry glaze. And yeah, I think that is just barely 15 grams. We can actually check really quick because this is something that if we need to make it, we can make it really quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have more than enough. And actually, let's transfer our date paste to one of these containers because they're easier to measure along the way, because I have a lot of them, and then we can just kind of even out the scale and then easily figure out what's in our bowl by comparing it with an empty one, So let's take our date paste and just transfer it out of this container. Let's see. You just come out. No, you're thick. You're thick like me. Okay. Also, the more shallow the bowl, the easier it is to get it out. Versus this big tall one. Because she's tall. And I'm not. I'm short. I'm short. Let's see. So we're kind of just doing, not a fridge clean out, although a little bit of a fridge clean out. I did pull stuff out. I was like, okay, this is done. We're not using this anymore. Okay, this is done. We're not using this anymore. So part fridge clean out, part ingredient making. We're also just checking to make sure that we have enough of what we need. But I am 100% sure at a glance that this is more than enough of what we need. But let's make sure. Let's make sure. Why don't we make sure? Okay, we're gonna put our raspberry glaze. So this is fresh raspberry glaze that we're gonna use later today for our recipe, but we have more than enough, which is great. And now we're just confirming that we have enough date paste, but again, at a glance, I think we have more than enough, which we do. We have more than enough for a few recipes. But now we have it in a container that's easier to just measure at a glance with it inside. Okay, let's put this back in the fridge. So now our main focus this morning of our prep is, again, the pistachio paste that we're gonna make from scratch. It's so fun to make pistachio paste from scratch. It smells so good in the kitchen. Watch. I need somebody to invent smell-o-vision. Like, we don't need AI to take jobs. We need AI to figure out smell-o-vision, okay? That's what we need AI to do. We don't need it to take people's jobs. Okay. Julie Chen, but first, let's put, I just got cake collars in the mail, but I need to put them somewhere where I can find them. Okay. Yeah. All right, we're pulling out our beautiful Cuisinart processor. One of the best robots in the kitchen. Okay. Now we we're gonna measure out our ingredients. Okay, so now, can you guys see? Yeah. Okay. So we need 150 grams of our dry roasted pistachio kernels that are already outside of their shells, that smell divine already. Okay. Now, we grab our honey, and we need avocado oil. Avocado oil. And a pinch of sea salt. A little pinch bowl is right here. So let's fill up our pinch bowl. Sea salt and a tiny bit of almond extract. Okay, great. So we could lightly toast these a little bit, but they're pretty fragrant already, and it would just take up time to heat them up and cool them down. And I've tried it before. It makes a little bit of a difference, but not that much. So we're gonna keep just experimenting for the sake of scaling our recipes, because it would be ideal to not have to re-roast them, because they are technically already dry roasted. So we have our beautiful pistachios weighed out. Now let's weigh out our honey and our oil. So we need oil is going to be 15 grams. Ooh, 14.9. Oh, it's going to go slightly over. Watch. Oh, come on. Come on. 15 on the dot, please. 15.1. Dang it. Okay. 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 Sorry, you're getting all the voices this morning. All the voices are coming out. Okay, so now we need 10 grams of our beautiful local hive, Northern California honey. .1. Okay. And then our little pinch of salt, just for the sake of having it, so we don't forget it. And then our almond extract will just, it has just barely, you guys can't really see. There you go. It has not enough to just toss it all in there, but we'll just, probably about half of that we'll throw in there. Okay, so now, because it really just wants a drop, so we'll just throw in a drop from the bottle. Gentle. Plasma said be gentle with the scale. So we're trying to be gentle with the scale. It's just that I forget how strong I am sometimes. Okay, now we're going to make room for our things. I need water. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Eee. Okay. Ooh, the bubbles. Whew. Okay, so now we bring in our food processor. Add in our pistachios. Then close our lid. oil. We're going to scrape down the sides a little bit. Take our offset spatula and just use it to scrape down the sides. But it's starting to turn into butter. And it's so much better to make your own. The store-bought kind doesn't even smell like pistachio. It's like, it's giving Mean Girls. Like, does she even go here? No, she doesn't even go here. So take the time, make your pistachio butter. If you're baking with pistachio butter, it's totally worth it. Now we're going to add in the honey. We're looking very buttery. Yum, 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 yum. So we're going to scrape down the sides. It smells beautiful. I can smell that almond we just dropped in there. But the pistachio is still nice and beautiful. Now we're going to take our offset spatula. You know what? I want to start calling it a Cardi B spatula because fuck offset. So we're going to take our Cardi B spatula and we're just going to scrape down to the edges so we get all of it off the sides of the bowl before we give it one more pulse of the process. Thank you, Cardi B spatula. Okay, we're gonna put our lid back on. beautiful. All right, so now we have our beautiful, oh, it smells so good. Now we have ready for our baking today and later this week some beautiful fresh pistachio butter. Oh, it smells so good. So good. Okay, so now we're just gonna scrape down all the sides of the bowl because we want all of this. We're not leaving any of this behind. No pistachio left behind. We'll just kind of glob this all together. And it's definitely reached that nut butter consistency because it's just coming together nicely. See? Like that. It's all like, oh, hi, girl. Hey, girl. Oh, hey, girl. Oh, hey, come here. Let's go to the bathroom together. Oh, wait, no, that's weird. Okay, so. Ta-da. Just like so. And now we have fresh, ooh, it's beautiful pistachio butter for our baking. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And I'll show you compared to store-bought. Pistachio butter, store-bought. It was after I got this and I tried to bake with it that I got so turned off that I decided to look up how to make my own. Now, look at this. What would you rather have? This or this? Ugh. This or that? Here, I can't even get the light in there. Look at that. Ugh. 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 I mean, I still use it. I actually meant to throw some of it in here just to kind of like mix it all together, but I forgot. We'll do that next time. Okay, so it's almost time for me to log on to work. We got to hang out for a little bit this morning. I still very much prefer to go live in the morning. It's when my brain feels the best, the most creative, the most awake, the most just happy. So we're gonna keep shooting for that schedule this week for our baking content. I'm gonna keep trying to go live before work, but there might be some days that we spread into the day, like for example today. But instead of waiting till after work, I think what I'm gonna try to do is come back and bake during my lunch break, because that way my brain will still be active. Hi Plasma, oh my gosh, you just got here and I'm just wrapping up. But I'll be back later today. So we have, again, our beautiful fresh pistachio butter we just made. So the plan for today is, I'm gonna come back live, hopefully around my lunch break. And today we're gonna be making raspberry pistachio glow hearts. So using the heart mold again. How about mixing it together? How about mixing what together? Oh, I know. That's what I meant to do. I forgot. Next time that I make pistachio butter, I'm going to use the pre-made one and throw it into the fresh so that it gets used and it all just gets mixed together. Yeah, I thought about that. I forgot. Okay, so let's see. For today, we're going to be using pistachio paste, pistachio flour that I just got some in the mail, almond flour. Ooh, do we have enough almond flour? Let's see. Actually, before I go to work, let me just do that. Let me make sure I have everything, because if I need to get anything, I can Uber Eats it. I can have it Uber Eats delivered. But I think this is just enough. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, we need 40 grams. Yeah, I think we have just enough. Yep, thankfully we have just enough. Okay, great. Because that's a very tiny bit left. But we have just enough. Hi, Yaret. I'm actually prepping ingredients. We're not making anything just yet. Right now, I'm taking the time to go through the recipe and make sure that we have everything before we bake. That from the store looks too liquid, right? That homemade, a bit too thick. Oh, mixed it, think it would have more eligible consistency for making a cake. Well, today we're not making a cake. Today we're making little protein bites. So I do want it a little bit on the thicker side. So, what do you think? Maybe I'll mix them together. Okay, how about that? How about that? Maybe we'll just do that right now. Actually, I still have 15 minutes and I haven't washed things. Okay, you know what? Plasma, you haven't done me wrong yet. So, I'm gonna listen to you and we're gonna mix it up a little bit. But I am making protein bites today. I'm not making a cake today. So there is a difference there, for whatever that's worth. Thank you. Hi from Texas. Hi. Hello from California. Hello, hello. How's Texas treating you? Okay, so let's take our freshly made pistachio butter. Put it back in there. And take our store-bought butter. Yeah, right? For the protein bites, we want it thicker. So then what do you think? Should I still add some of this in there? What do you think? Started getting cold just today. Well, cold for us. I know, right? I know. The Bay Area is starting to get a little bit of the weather change. We're not the best with weather change. We kind of just have cold and gray weather for like 80% of the year. Okay, you know what? We're going to go with it. We're going to throw some of this in here just because it does need to get used. And so let's just use some of it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Still nice and thick, but we used up some of that store-bought pistachio butter, which is good because it needs to get used up. It shouldn't just sit in the cabinet forgotten. Thank you, Plasma. Thank you. Good looking out, Plasma. Okay, so now we're gonna take this again and put it into our little tub so that we can use it later. So, okay, so the plan now is I'm gonna log on to work. Let's see. What's waiting for me today? Ooh. Well, I shouldn't talk about my work. Anyways, I'm gonna go log on to work. We don't talk about work on the internet. And then I should be able to take a cute little lunch break and go live during my lunch break. And so we can make our raspberry pistachio protein bites, glow bites, for the little bays line that I'm developing. I was working on the packaging last night. My sweet mom was giving me feedback on the packaging font. And since she works for a newspaper, I said, yes, please give me all the feedback you want. She gave me some good notes. So I've been working on the packaging. And so today we're going to make the raspberry pistachio glow hearts. And then the plan is, I think it's scheduled for Thursday on the content calendar, but I think we're going to move it up to tomorrow. I want to use the pink pineapple, what's left of the pink pineapple. So we're going to make pink pineapple passion glow bites. Again, this week is the week of the heart mold. We're testing our heart mold and how many things we can make in our sweet, cute little heart mold. So today what we're testing with the heart mold is the raspberry pistachio bites. So it's like one layer of the pistachio and then one layer of the raspberry, but it's a very pistachio based base recipe. And yeah, do you have a rubberized spatula? I have like 6 different spatulas. I think I have actually like 7 or 8 different spatulas. There's spatulas on spatulas on spatulas on spatulas up in here. If there's one thing I'm not running low on, it's spatulas. Whoa. Watch out, little girl. Okay, so that I think takes us to... Do I have everything else that we need? Yes. So stick around, hit subscribe if you haven't. I'll be back live later today to make something beautiful with that beautiful pistachio butter that we just made. It looks like they have added cooking oil into it. Yeah, some kind of oil into it for sure. It definitely, for the preservation of it, I'm sure. What time is lunch break? Let's see. Right now it's 7:30. I should be able to take my lunch break like around 11 or 12 PST. So that should be the lunch break. That takes the residue from walls in the pot easier. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Little girl, my dog is being very demanding. Matt says, Matt is alive, has arrived, digging the dive, striving to survive, feeling the vibe, drive to thrive, high five, subscribed, and live like the live. Matt is back and in the chat. How about that? Matt, are you the cat in the hat? Did I just get visited by the cat in the hat named Matt? Is the cat in the hat's name actually Matt? Is that what the cat's name always was? Matt? Where's your Baba? Oh. Hi, Matt. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. All right, beautiful humans. I'm going to go log on to the corporate job that pays the bills. But I'll be back. Yes, you came in hot. I like it. You're my kind of people. That's my kind of energy. Well, Matt, I love you, but I got to leave you. I got to go log on to work so that my boss doesn't fire me. But I'll be back around 11 or 12 California time. And if not, I'll be back tomorrow morning if you don't see me then. I have lots of content schedules for this week. Feel free to check out the community post. There's a couple things to look out for there. I put a calendar of content out for the week, although I think I'm going to swap the pink pineapple passion glow bites. I think we're going to make those tomorrow. I don't think we're going to make them Thursday, but who knows? We'll see how I'm feeling. But besides that, those are the things that we're going to be making this week. And I added a link. I'm number 2 right now in a contest. It goes a few different rounds. The voting rounds basically go through the end of the year. voting for top 5 closes this Thursday. It's the Fab Over 40 contest. It all goes to benefit the National Breast Cancer Association. So if you have a chance, you can vote for free if you have a Facebook account, but you can also vote by donating, and every donation goes towards a vote towards me. And I have already pledged that if I win, so there's a few things that you win. You win the cover of a magazine, but you also win a little bit of money. And so I've pledged a couple of things. I said that I would donate a portion of my winnings to Oaklash, which is a nonprofit organization that my best friend founded 8 years ago and I'm heavily involved with. So, but it is a nonprofit organization here in the Bay Area that I'm very, very passionate about. So some of that would be donated towards that. And then the rest of it would go towards this channel to help me make more content for you guys. I'm Puerto Rican and I live in the Bay Area, and I would love to see Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl, but I can't pay for Super Bowl tickets. But if I win the Fab Over 40 contest, that's what I'm also going to do with my winnings, is go to the Super Bowl and take you guys with me. So you can vote for free every day. The link is in my community tab. It's fabover40.org and then like / Mariana something something or other. But you can find me. I'm currently number 2. It's between me and this other lady who keeps bumping me out. Every time I'm number 1, she comes in hot and bumps me out. So I need all of you from now till the end of the year, if you can, just take a minute every day. You can vote at least once a day for free. And if you want to donate on top of that, I wouldn't be mad. My dog is barking at me. I love you. I'm going to go on to work. I'll be back later on today. Oh, what is the organization about? National Breast Cancer Association. It basically does research trying to fight breast cancer and to give support to those that are surviving and thriving their way through breast cancer. So if you can, please donate. And if not, again, you can vote for free once a day. I mean, between us, they just want to drive traffic to the website. But hey, it's a good cause. So if you can, help out. And I promise that I will spread the love with my community and you. All right, I gotta go. Bye.